So we here with my guy 2-4. How you doing, man?
What's goody, man? I'm doing good, man. Doing great, man. Just living, working real hard,
That's how we all gotta be. Gotta be consistent, lapping the state,
Always
getting
be,
everything in.
always.
Now let's get into like the nitty gritty of things.
Mm.
Initially when I met you, your name was Ty Nitty.
Yes, sir.
Then you changed it to 2-4. Why did you decide it's time to rebrand?
Well, coming up, young kid, like all my boys, I ran with that tiny name since I was young, like high school shit, running around doing whatever. But it came to a point where I started noticing like a lot of people had that name, and it was real. Like either you see a lot of ties, you see a lot of nitties, tie nitties, or whatever. But like it came to a point where I was like, you know what, I gotta change it because it's like I wanted to be more individual. You feel me, and be more unique with it. And that 2-4 for some reason always stuck with me because that's like one of my favorite numbers for some reason. I don't know. It just came
2-4 or 24?
24 is my favorite number.
Heard you.
And I was thinking about it for like probably a year before I really just said, you know what, I'm gonna just run with it. And it was got to the point where I was like, you know what, I might as well just run with it because you know what, nobody's gonna find that. Nobody's gonna get that confused or anything. Like you see 2-4 is gonna be just 2-4. You can't find shit nowhere else. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna keep it.
Nah, for sure.
That's pretty much it.
So what would you say? What is your overall sound? Is there a difference in the sound between a Ty Nitty and a 2-4? When you rebranded yourself, did you rebrand your sound as well, or did you just transition into the name purposes so you can stand out on your own lane kind of thing?
Yeah, just transition into the name just so I can stand out. The sound is pretty much the same. You're not saying I'm not developing or getting better, but it's just a change for me. New beginnings,
Nah, for sure. So the beginning of this started where?
Well, as far as like what production,
Music and production period.
Well, I've been in the music since I was a little kid, like since out of the box, just
it was just something that was for you.
I just knew I was gonna do music. I was listening, I was recording videos, all of that shit when I was a little kid. I was in the music. People thought I was gonna be a DJ at first because I was always making little mixtapes and shit like that. But it got to the point where I was like, you know what? I think I want to do something with. I don't know what it was gonna be. I don't know. Like, I'm gonna do something with music. And in high school, one of my boys, I think his name is Monroe. He introduced me to the Fruity Loops. I was like, "What's this shit?" He was like, "It's a beat maker program." I'm like, "Oh, word! I'm gonna try that shit." So I just started fucking with it, and I just took a liking to it, like just fucking with the shit every day. Just working on different samples. At first, it's funny shit. I was recording the beats through the sound record. You know how Windows has the sound recording system?
Yeah.
I was using that to record the beats instead of exporting the beats through the program. Because I was doing shit all wrong. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I was doing. But anyway, it got to the point where I was like, you know what? This shit's coming out good. And, everybody was like, just keep doing it. And I just stuck with it. And, now we're here, just doing the thing.
So let's talk about who you've worked with so far and the work that you're proud of so far. Just drop some names as far as people you work with, you want to work with, and moving forward.
People I've worked with, Annoyed of course. I worked with Lloyd Banks. I worked with Mike Flows, Bugatti, Sax Fifth. If you're gonna name CT, I worked with this kid from LA. He's actually signed under Nipsey Hussle. His name's Jay Stone. Worked with him. There's a couple other things in the works right now, but we ain't gonna get into that yet. But just out here, just networking with everybody.
No, for sure. So you work with all these great different artists. What's next for Ty Nitty itself? Like, what are you? I'm sorry, not Ty Nitty, but 2-4.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself creating a production house? Do you see yourself creating an actual a label?
Mm-hmm.
What do you see yourself doing right now?
I mean, I definitely look forward to like getting a production team and hopefully in the near future, But right now, I've been doing a thing where I'm trying to like pretty much similar to what you're doing, but like as far as just the music point of things, like bringing an artist from CT together that's really doing their thing and putting and doing their thing.
They just dropped the single with Bugatti, Sax Fifth, and there was another artist I can't remember.
It was so that was the Razor Ramon joint. It was Sax Fifth, Cool Q, and Bugatti.
Facts. The joint was tough.
The first one was called Marathon. That was with Ziggy, Corey Cooper, Mike Flows, and Colorado.
And now you got an R&B joint in the back end that you about to drop.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the new one. It's called New Love. It's gonna be out this Monday, matter of fact. So everybody, especially the ladies, look out for that one. It's gonna be a banger. Trust me.
Nah, for sure. I believe you. It's like you on your Khaled stuff right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to be on my Khaled shit, bringing CT together, the right way though. Feel me?
Nah, official. Like you got quality content. It's all original.
Yes, sir.
Just have to make sure that those visuals match up, and just those artists that you put on those songs continue to flourish to some extent.
Of course.
Like only choose people that's genuinely working.
No, that's a fact.
I run into a lot of people that have great sounds. They have great qualities in them as an artist, but then they lack the work ethic. And then it's like that piece of content or those pieces of content you create with them just dwindles off. It's like, why did I waste my time kind of thing.
Yeah, that's like a gamble though. You never know. Like
you know.
With certain people but then there's certain people you never.
Well, it's some people you do got to gamble on. You got to build with them to see.
Yeah.
But for the overall purpose of it, you kind of know when somebody's like,
really,
all right, your third project in, and like it's all original music anyway, so I know you ain't playing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you got videos, you've lapped these platforms, you've done this, that, and the third. You have accolades based off of where you've been, who you work with, and that's everything between that.
Right.
So people that you listen to inside CT, what's like people that you bump? These are people that you work with. Do you have you listened to anybody like just out here?
Pretty much all the artists I work with, I've listened to all of their music and definitely took my time. Is like, all right, that's somebody I really want to do some work with,
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I listen to pretty much anybody that's dope out here, Like,
so do you at least give them the opportunity to know if they're dope or not? You just basically.
Oh no, I take my time because at first impressions might not be what you looking for, but some artists got different type of shit you might want to hear. So I just take my time, see what else they gonna put out, and just analyze shit. But yeah, I definitely give them they just do,
Nah, for sure. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
You at least give them the option to say, all right, I listened to it. I didn't brush you off, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, for sure. So, what do you see as far as for CT? Like, what do you see the next level of this is? Like, as far as like, you've worked with Annoy. Annoy is basically lab these outside platforms.
Right.
Right now, we got Snow that's going crazy. Shump was on the beat on that one.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the bro, man.
Sure.
You already know.
You already know how we see the dynamics of it, but what do you see it being the future?
The future is gonna be
Do you think we have too many more Snows? Do we have too many more Annoyeds? I feel like Bugatti's ready.
We have like a variety. Like it's all different type of artists from CT. I feel like we're gonna tap into every market eventually.
At some point,
and it's coming. It's coming real soon though. Like it's definitely coming. So like, I see CT gonna be on the map really soon. Like it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna go crazy.
One thing I did realize, and you give me your opinion on this. I feel like Bridgeport and New Haven is a bulk of the music scene of Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
Like Hartford is just the most known because people look at it like Hartford.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
this is the capital.
Yeah, like I would say Bridgeport and New Haven is a bulk of the scene. Like everybody that I've met so far, I know a lot of Hartford artists. I'm not taking nothing away from them, but musically, I feel like that's a bulk of the artists. That's a big bulk of the artists. Not saying he's the best artist, but it's a big bulk of them.
I don't know. Like the thing is with me, because I'm from Hartford, so and you from
Bridgeport.
Bridgeport, so we see it a different way. So right now, I know mostly people from Hartford. That's why right now, when I'm saying I'm doing it's called the Underdog series. When I'm the singles I'm dropping, I'm trying to find other artists that I know that are from other 203 and all that. So, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't know. Like as far as like knowing like there's more people out there, but I would definitely love to get acquainted, network whatever with them artists out there.
No, definitely I'll shed light, plug you in. People that matter that you should be working with that they deserve your production value. Everybody don't deserve that production value. Like, you know,
Right.
like you said, you work with Banks. Banks ain't nobody. That's
Yeah,
you got bars from
ain't
Banks on
playing.
your beat. That's serious. Like,
Facts.
what project was that on? What you know? Was it a single or what?
I was on this one project called it's called Live It Up.
Okay.
And,
Was that in between the V6 and the V series?
It's an All or Nothing series he dropped.
Okay.
And,
was that one of the recent ones?
Huh?
Was that one of the recent ones?
That was that last one I think he dropped. I think it was all right, so yeah, the 2 tracks I produced for Banks, one was on the F&O project. It was on the All or Nothing series. The song was called Keep Up. That was first joint I did for him. Then a couple years later, he ended up dropping the next part of that series called Live It Up, and the track was called Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I produced on that one.
Nah, it's lit. To have Banks and that aura on a beat is just like, that's different.
Yeah, that's like, I grew up listening to Banks. That's like one of my favorite artists. So, you know, it was definitely a blessing.
Big facts. Banks definitely one of my top spitters as well.
Hell yeah.
So where your musical influences come from?
You know, if you're going all the way back, you know, watching, you know, 6 years old, watching Pac, Biggie on TV, you know, looking at what they was doing. And, you know, that was the culture right there. That was the, you know, it was like the godfathers of the game, you know. And then if you talking about now, like, of course you listening to, I'm like right now, I'm banging Nipsey heavy. Like that's like my favorite artist right now.
Yeah,
Like,
Nipsey's going crazy. I like Nipsey as an intellectual person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like same thing with Pac. Like it's more than just the music. Like the person, like you get drawn in because he's a real intellectual. You know,
just, yeah, that's the thing that won me over.
From where he come from, you know, for him to be talking the way he talking, that shit like is overwhelming. Like,
nah, for sure. That's what won me in. Yeah. I think at first I was aware of Nipsey. I liked it. I really liked his hustle as far as him utilizing the music and the platform of music just to segue off and really like diversify what he's doing as far as like the all money in, the Slauson stores, like just going back to the roots and the culture. Do you see yourself doing something like that as far as like bringing it back here and doing your entrepreneurial spirit of things inside Connecticut?
That's a fact. Like, of course, like I'm trying to do all of that. Like when I get to that, when it's all said and done, I want to be able to like really make CT better. You know, give back to everybody out here. You know, to those that's less fortunate. You know, of course, I love to look out. You know.
No, that's lit, bro. That's a good intention.
Yeah.
So, what would you say to an up and coming producer that's just watching this interview and just trying to build and try to get those placements? What would you say? Just keep grinding and stick it out and just blow up emails?
If you really serious with this shit, just keep at it. Like it takes years. Take hours. Like putting out work. You know, you're gonna get discouraged a couple times. I've been there. You know, just keep doing your thing. You know, like stay with it. Stay positive. Just keep working, you know. Don't let nothing discourage you.
Fact though. Yeah. Last question is, how do you feel about CT Onlock and the overall process of expanding into different markets with the OnlockTV and having the back end of Onlock Media Group? Just give me your perception on like your overall experience right now.
Right, I love it. Like, you know, this is good for the culture. We need this. Like, we need more platforms like this out here. And you know, we just keep doing your thing. You know, I commend you for this. Like, this is love. You know.
Nah, for sure. And to further notice, just let them know where they could check in with you, buy these beats, just collaborate with you, drop your email. I'll put everything inside the bio.
Right.
And we're gonna get into the cook up right after this. So just plug everything in. We're gonna go from there.
Just follow me on IG, Twitter, produced by 24 PRODBY 2 WO 4 OUR.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to spell all that out.
Yeah, definitely.
But you already know. Until next time, my boy 24, you checking in.
You already know, boy.
CT Onlock.